Hi, it's Mark from Ultra Speaking. I'm here with my good friend, Darrell Ross. He's a coach. He's a coach in Vancouver. And of course, he's a master networker. He runs the local location of Corporate Connections for high-end networking in Vancouver. We're going to talk about the power of genuine interest. What the heck are you talking about, Darrell?
What the heck? So I was fortunate a few years ago. I actually worked with Dale Carnegie for the Dale Carnegie company here well, it's a franchise as well. So I worked for the franchise owner here in BC. And so, of course, even before that, I had read this seminal work, How to Win Friends and Influence People, but I got a deeper understanding of the principles when I was there. And one of them that I was reminded of the other day is become genuinely interested in other people. And I found that I was on a call. So it was a follow-up call after having our corporate connections meeting. And in my mind, that kind of seems like it's a sales opportunity. So, you're following up, and everyone kind of knows that the real reason you're following up, or they assume the real reason that you're following up is because you want to close them or, have them explore becoming a member or whatever. And I mean, it's part of it, but really the way I look at it is it's an opportunity to become genuinely interested in that person. So we met for the first time at the meeting. They were invited by somebody else. It's a busy meeting. There's lots of people. So I really didn't have a chance to get to know them. So I took that opportunity. And when I called, I said, is this a good time? And they're like, yeah, for sure. And so then we just had this great conversation. And I ended up learning a lot about that person, and it actually made me want to even get to know them better because I was genuinely interested. So there wasn't any agenda in the back of my head about having them sign up or do anything or whatever. It was just, I was asking questions that truly interested me. I was really, wow, I really want to know that. And one of the positive things that came through, and it was a bit of a breakthrough for me too, was she's with a technical company, and she was saying some things that I absolutely did not understand. And so I said, just a second, I just have to tell you, I don't even know what you're talking about. Can you explain that to me? And usually I would be embarrassed to admit that I didn't know something. You want to look good. But it was amazing. Like, she appreciated it because obviously someone doesn't want to keep talking on if the person they're speaking with doesn't understand. But then she explained a couple of concepts to me that I really got it afterwards. So I had a much better understanding of how they solve problems for their clients, which means now my ability to give them referrals is much higher. And so I can help them in some way. And, that might turn into something in the future. So it was a great conversation, and it made me think about when I've spoken with people and I could tell that they're genuinely interested in me too, that feeling that you're left with is that they care and that that's someone that you want to associate with. And so I think that's one of the benefits is people just feel that connection when you are truly genuinely interested. So it does take a bit of work when you're under pressure to get the sale, to ease off a little bit and just really focus on building that relationship. And sale might come, it might not. But at least you'll be leaving a positive impression. You won't be leaving this carnage of people that you tried to close after one meeting or two meetings. So
yeah,
become
well,
genuinely interested.
we've all been the victim of, on the receiving end, and probably on the other end of dealing it out, commission breath.
Yeah.
And there's not many things that are kind of worse than that. You can tell the person doesn't really see you as anything other than someone to turn upside down and shake all your money out and take it all as much as and quick as fast as possible. So yeah, I agree. The power of genuine interest, really connecting with another human being, man, that's everything. That makes
Yeah.
life worthwhile, really.
Yeah. And you know what? It's actually a little bit harder on the phone. And so that's where I think people need to focus on it, because when you're on the phone with someone, it's easy to be looking at your computer screen or whatever and be not really there 100%. So this is, in person, it's definitely easier to have that connection and eye contact and everything. But on the phone, that's where I would caution people to be mindful of that and maybe even close off the computer screen, minimize distractions so that they can feel that energy even through the phone.
Absolutely. And you can hear it when someone really cares. when you're on the phone. I mean, there are once in a while opportunities with, maybe that help support call that you're calling for, and they really care on the other end.
Yeah.
They're few and far between, it seems like, once you get through the voicemail hell or the computer asking you repeatedly, just say it again, just say it, just say it. And you finally get to a human being. But if they care, man, it makes all the difference in the world compared to the person who just wants to get you off the phone as fast as possible.
Yeah, big difference.
So if you need to learn a little bit more about the power of genuine interest, how to do that, how to feel that, or just other great ideas on how to connect with other people, with a man who's got a massive worldwide connections all over, high end, all kinds of wonderful people, because he's a really super nice guy. But also, you want some good business coaching for your small business in Vancouver? This is the guy to call, 604-218-4702, Darrell Ross, or email him, Darrell at morebusinessmorelifenow.com. Thanks, Darrell.
Yeah, thank you, Mark.